Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and it is Derek's Picard Season 2, Part 2. The USS Excelsior. Well, Excelsior 2 class. I guess when you're that much of a workhorse, when you last for that long, when you should have been the Enterprise B, you get to live on much longer, in fact. 5156 for 33 points. I might go down to 32, just my math side of me. When you reveal a straight maneuver with a speed of 4 or greater, place an Ox power token beside your ship and perform a speed for bank instead. I like it. Good options, especially because it's when you reveal, so you get to see what everybody else does first. Double crew, double weapon, tech slot. Again, nice options there. I might even stretch it to have a double tech. I know that's a lot of slots, but it is an Excelsior after all. Not even an Excelsior, it's the Excelsior. And then we get the USS Eureka. This is the double crew, single weapon, double tech, so I guess it is important to have some distinction there. Your tech and weapon upgrades are deployed face down. While they are face down, they may not be targeted by opposing effects. I like this. I think this is a lot of fun. Just being able to hide cards until you need to reveal them. Of course, you're playing with face-up captains, admirals, crew. But yeah, the Eureka with HideCon, being able to hide some crew talents, that would be even cooler. Hide a bunch of stuff. And then generic, 5155, going double crew, double weapon tech. I feel like that needs to lose a slot, because to have the same number of slots as the Excelsior herself, traditionally we lose a slot somewhere. I don't know if it's going to lose a weapon slot or lose a crew slot. I suppose you could do one of each if you wanted two generics and to have a crew double weapon tech and then a double crew weapon tech. But yeah, I would like to see at least one less slot. Well, not at least. I'd like to see exactly one less slot. Yeah. And maybe drop it to 30 points, but I get it. Okay. So we've got a 1-2 reverse. And then we've got 1 banks, 2 and 3 straights are green, 1, 2 banks are green, 3 turns. I like turning Excelsiors, especially with white turns. Played enough of an Excelsior and Alliance to know that dial inside and out. And then all the way up to a 6 straight. This Excelsior has gotten an upgrade. Oh, yes, it has. Ooh. 180 arc, 90 rear. That is a powerful ship. Okay, I get the points. Never mind, Derek. I'm good on the points. I still think the generic should lose a slot somewhere, but that's it. All right. So, captain here, David Blass, skill 5 with talent slot and a question mark. And that question mark is he can add a crew or a tech slot to the upgrade bar. If this captain is deployed to an Excelsior 2 class ship, add both. Woo. I think he should definitely be 3 points. That's a very powerful 5 skill captain. And we have seen skill 5s that go 2 and 3 points. So I would make him a 3. Getting potentially 2 extra slots, that, yeah, he should definitely be a more expensive one. Rafi, and yes, I'm going with Rafi. When one of your crew upgrades would be discarded, disable this card, roll an evade die. If you rolled an evade, place 2 time tokens on that crew upgrade instead. So 37.5% chance that you get to save the crew. But at least it's mostly reusable. I don't know. I'm never a big fan of this mechanic. I wouldn't even hate if she was just a constant effect. Whenever one of your crew upgrades would be discarded, do this. Roll an evade die. If you roll an evade, place 2 time tokens on that crew instead. Period. But there you go. Elnor, when your final shield is destroyed, discard this card, cancel any remaining damage that would be dealt to your ship, and repair a shield. Now that is remaining damage. Discard. Okay, I was going to say that could be really powerful with like reinforced shields from the Romulan tech. But neither here nor there. But Elnor is a discard, so you can't save him and do him multiple, or use him multiple times. For 2 points, yeah, I think that's pretty viable. I think that's... I think that's fair, but that does kind of reiterate my need for Rafi to maybe happen more than once without the disable. All right, this big spoilers. So we get Agnes as a 3-point Fed, then the Borg Queen is a 5-point Borg. I'm going to stick with it at least for a moment. So Fed card first. Planning phase. Target an opposing ship in range 1 to 2. That ship's captain skill value is -2 this game round. At the end of your next in phase, flip the card. If there are 5 or more mission tokens on this card, you must discard it and deploy Queen Girardi to your ship. Ignoring slots and restrictions. Mission tokens are not removed when this card flips. But how do we get mission tokens? Borg Queen. Planning phase. Place a mission token on this card. Your attack and defense dice are increased by +1 this game round. At the end of your next in phase, flip this card. In phase, if there are 5 or more mission tokens on this card, you must discard and deploy Queen Girardi to your ship, ignoring slots and restrictions. Okay. So, Derek, my question is, why do they cost different point values? And I suppose it can be because it depends on which one you equip first, and that's fine, other than... Other than... I guess naturally you want to place Agnes first because you don't want to be flipping right away. But placing the Borg Queen doesn't hurt you to place first. Derek, I just give that a tiny bit of a rethink. Just, if nothing else, it's the cost. And I think flip cards need to have the same point value, if for no other reason than it's so much easier to build a fleet and the technical aspects of it. Queen Girardi. Federation and Borg ships in your fleet are treated as both factions. Ooh, okay. Fleet action, place an adaptation token on one tech or weapon upgrade. This upgrade may only be deployed to a fleet by the effect of Borg Queen or Agnes Girardi. So what do adaptation tokens do? Well, while an adaptation token is on a tech or a weapon upgrade, any Borg ship in your fleet, typo there, is now considered to also possess that upgrade, even if Queen Girardi is disabled. The original upgrade card is unaffected and can be used freely. If the original upgrade card is disabled or discarded or has another number of time tokens on it, the other Borg ships in your fleet are still considered to possess that upgrade and can freely use it. Okay, cool. If using that tech or weapon upgrade would normally require the upgrade to be disabled or discarded or to have time tokens placed on it, then when a ship in your fleet uses the upgrade, remove the adaptation token, the original upgrade is unaffected. Okay, makes sense. Only one adaptation token may be in play at the same time, I guess. At a time, I might go with. If Queen Girardi's fleet action is used on another tech or weapon upgrade or an adaptation token is placed in play by another upgrade you control, remove the adaptation token from the previous upgrade. If Queen Girardi is discarded, discard the adaptation token. So basically, she's saying, hey, Chemosite, now every Borg ship has Chemosite. And that just works. So, yeah, I'm with you. I like this. It takes a bit to wrap my head around, but I'm with you on the card design here. It makes sense to me. I like what's going on, and I think there's a lot of fun potential here that doesn't get way too crazy, but sticks with fun. All right, Adam Sung. After setup, choose an opposing ship and deploy this card to that ship, ignoring slots. When an Ox Power token is placed beside your ship, discard this card and your captain. Got to build to that. But yeah. So basically, Adam is a captain killer just on a time for waiting for an Ox Power token to get placed. Whether you do something like run Brunt and place that Ox Power token, or you just, actually Ferengi Photon Torpedoes would be better, or you just hope that they have to do a red maneuver, then that red maneuver is going to come at the cost of your captain. Eek. That's not good. All right. Legacy of Innovation can only be deployed to a unique ship and it's a captain-fed ship. If this card is equipped to a ship with Excelsior in its name, one of your tech upgrades is deployed face down without paying its point cost. And this is a talent that gives a tech slot. That's fun. There are some pricey tech, and this gets you one of them for free, so that's good, and that fits with the name. I genuinely like this card. It is a talent, and it's a very restrictive talent, so you got to figure it's not just that it's 2 points, it's that there's an opportunity cost here. Now, speaking of tech, we get Emergency Shield Reinforcement. When your ship takes damage to its hull, discard this card and repair up to 2 shields. For 3 points, I like it. I like getting 2 shields back. That just works for me. Enhanced Bioneural Circuitry. When you roll dice for any reason, place 3 time tokens on this card and re-roll any number of those dice. Once, you must keep the results of the second roll. Okay, fine. Cool. Works. And since it's reusable, I'm good with 4 points. That's it's not massively reusable, but it's reusable enough. Oh, Quantum Slipstream Drive. This is going to be a read. All right. When you reveal a maneuver with a speed of 4 or greater, before performing the maneuver, discard this card, remove your ship from the play area, discard all tokens from beside your ship, except Ox Power tokens, and immediately place it back in the play area, but not within range 1 to 3 of an opposing ship. Then perform your revealed maneuver. You cannot attack during the round you use this ability, but note, you can be attacked. So careful where you come back into the playing field, and you know what, this is interesting. This is the type of jump card that I wouldn't instantly ban in OP play. I know there's a massive ban on all the jump cards. This is the type of card that I wouldn't ban. My only concern with it is that you still get your actions, and so you can action and perform attacks in the action phase. You can action and force discards. You can go Madred. There's a lot of things you can do in the action phase to mess with other players that still this doesn't cover. But Yeah, I don't know. I think if you were Derek, if you were really trying to work your way around, um, not or letting this be OP playable, I would I would say do something like this. When you come back, treat the maneuver as red so that an aux power token is going to be placed next to the ship. Or perform the maneuver, then place an aux power token. Then you don't deal with any of the shenanigans of color changing crew. Then you cannot attack or be attacked during the round you use this ability. So you don't get your action, you don't get to make an attack, but you can't be attacked. And I think that's maybe the trade-off that could work. I like your card, Derek. I absolutely like your card. Don't take that as me not liking it. I like it for what it is. It's a jump. It lets you perform actions and it lets you readjust on the playfield. Absolutely interesting, worthwhile card. It's if you want it to do something different, here's what it could be. All right. Multi-target guidance system. And I forget what this is. This might have been the Fed fleet jumping in maybe at the end of season 1. Or maybe at the end of 2. The reinforcements coming. Anyways, when attacking with a Fed torpedo, declare target step. Place 4 time tokens on this card. Target a second opposing ship with your attack. If the torpedo requires a target lock, you do not require one for the second target, but you do for the first. Roll attack dice only once, but each target ship rolls defense dice and compares results separately. Okay. Interesting. Does this let me fire like... Oh, well, they're your specific cards that are the Fed torpedo bays. But quantums alone are interesting. Rapid deployment system. When a Fed torpedo upgrade would be disabled, place 3 time tokens on it instead. And Derek says this should cost 2. So, when 1 or more time tokens would be placed on one of your Fed torpedo upgrades, you may place one of them on this card instead. Okay. Fair. I like this card. It's a torpedo, Kalana, and there's another Fed weapon that transfers the time tokens off of it. So this lets you use your weapons more frequently, and I'm good with that. I like this card. It works well. Quantums, specifically your quantums. 3 points, torpedo bay upgrade. So this will work back with the multi-targeted guidance system. Attack, target lock, spin the ship's target lock, disable the card. Oh, no time tokens? Sad. Place an aux power token beside the defending ship. Okay, I'm back in. For each crit rolled, add 1 hit. There we go. I like that. The attack value of this torpedo is the ship's primary weapon +1. Again, I like that. And it's only 3 points. I got nothing to argue with there other than no time tokens. Sad. Might like to see a time token version of this. Make it 4 points. I could see. But anyways, Derek, something I like just in game design in general is the idea of exploding dice. What I mean by that is not consumable one-time use dice that actually go boom, but rather when you roll a certain result, you get to take more dice and roll them. And for that, this would be like for each crit rolled, roll another die and add that result to the roll. And so you could keep doing that. If you roll more crits, you roll more dice. And it could potentially chain. You could one shot a ship. You could one shot a 20-hole Borg cube or a 10-hole 10-shield Borg cube with a very lucky hit on quantum torpedoes. You've got to roll a lot of crits. And it's only natural rolled dice, not set dice, not anything else. Just for each crit rolled. But it could be a fun card, maybe in the future, maybe something with like the Jupiters, Anyway, the Jupiter. We'll go with that. Anyway, and that's back to Excelsior. So, Derek, overall, very fun, enjoyable pack. I enjoyed it. And everybody else, thank you for 20 minutes of me in exploring fan-made cards. I am working through a backlog of fan-made stuff in the Star Trek Attack Wing customization and build group, Facebook group. If you have stuff, please post it there. Tag me in it. I'm happy to explore what's there, to put it on the channel, and I am working on stuff. Thank you for watching these. I appreciate them. I appreciate the views and the feedback I've gotten on them. Really do appreciate that. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for the support. And Derek, thank you for making these and sharing these. I do appreciate that a lot as well. Take care, everybody. Keep brushing up your game, and we'll see you next time. Take care.